It's currently the 4th of May, and there's a goal journey. I'm trying to build a 50K a month SaaS, documenting the journey. It's been interesting. So, beginning of the year, I think first thing I learned at the very beginning was the road isn't easy. Start up at the beginning, you no offer. So I wasn't on offer, was kind of lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to get into management. And I think that then for me led me on this path of just uncertainty. I think we get there sometimes when we're uncertain about the next steps we want to go to, but we also want to achieve greatness. So it's really hard for us to get there. And then fast forward to then February, hopped on this offer. Was actually gonna hop on as a setter, and they offered me a management role, which was crazy. It was kind of funny. It was a SaaS offer. They have a SaaS software background is already proven, but I wanted to come on and salesify it. I love info products. I love creation. I love growing. So I came on and we were building out the SOP creation. So first month, we done 10K, just shy, done 9K in cash collected, which was nice on a SaaS. Interesting. Then I hired members on the team. I think hiring was very tough for me, and I'm probably going to make more videos in depth on these topics. But I just want to more talk about where we are now currently and the journey to get there. So in that 10K, 9K shy month was just building out SOPs, building out systems, trying my best to create something amazing. I think that's all we're trying to do, is just create something amazing, create something worthwhile. And it was tough. Like, it's really tough. Like, I'm doing this while still in college, still in university, and it's racking my brain. It takes a lot off you, mentally, physically, trying to stay sane. The pressure can get to you. Like, I'm 20 and I'm building a SaaS, and I'm building the sales side of a SaaS offer. It's tough. We done 9K and it was beautiful. Like, I was so happy with that 9K month, and I hired members on the team. I hired 2 setters, one as hopefully to get into the triage and closing role, and one just to set. We had like 2K leads in the CRM, so I was gonna go crazy aggressive with our dialing process to get leads on calendar and close them. Low hanging fruit always. One thing I learned on this offer and on all the offers I've been in where I've been able to come in and do crazy numbers as a setter was that where can I find the lowest hanging fruit and make the most money in the shortest amount of time. So what that means is, where can I find the quickest deals to come from in the first week I'm on the offer? That's why I was able to do 9K a month, and that was the highest the company had ever done in sales. They haven't had a sales team before. So I came in, and in a month, like it wasn't even a month, like in a few weeks, like because I came in the mid-Feb, so mid-February to go in like the 14th of Feb to the end, I done 9K. So I was like, okay, so I know what to do. I know my long hanging fruit, and I know for me to get that long hanging fruit with these 2 members on the team, I need to be aggressive. Built out the SOP, and that's a whole nother story. SOP creation is crazy. Like, it's tough. It's tough to build out a good SOP, and there will always be holes in your SOP anyways. But I didn't really care about that. I just wanted to be aggressive in that process. So once we got people on the team, then we're delegating, then we're working. Quickly had to fire one of the reps. He just wasn't working enough, wasn't putting in the work, wasn't putting the hours. It was kind of a shame for me because it was actually a person I knew. I think that's another thing as well. I think there's so much video that I can create out of this talking about different things, but I just wanted to make one video because we had a 25K month so far, and it's the 4th of May. 25K in a weekend. Like, crazy. And I'm trying to do this to 50K a month SaaS, and we're doing 25K in a sales team, right? One guy and me. Sales manager, one guy. Look, that's how that, so I'll get into that anyways. So I had to fire him off, and it had been tough, firing him and having to go through that process, since he was a close friend of mine. But I think it then allowed me to know, okay, what do I need to focus on? And that's, let's be aggressive with this one member. He wasn't the most best sales rep, but he was hungry. So I gave all my time and energy into training him to be a killer in the closing sector. Didn't really care about setting, because setting is mindset. The skill is taught. The mindset is about setting. Closing is skill and mindset, 50-50. But when you master the skill, the mindset grows with it. There was a concept I taught him that you don't know what you don't know, and fear comes from not knowing. So because he didn't know certain things, he wasn't closing deals because it was the fear. And as a closer, when you don't know, the fear comes in and wrecks your mindset. So I came in and I changed the whole concept of his brain and how he thought, and that's what increased our closing process. So you ended this month on around, we ended last month, we're in May now, we ended April in like 7K, which isn't horrible. It's okay. I think it was April, March. I think it was April, we done like 7K. It's okay, you know, but I expected it because we weren't doing any inbound. We have a good CRM, we have a good like 6K leads in our CRM. So, but we weren't going aggressive with it, so I'm so okay with that. Fast forward to May, we're doing our big promotion on our GST experts offer on the SaaS, but also doing a done for you service with the SaaS. 5K, 2.5K to 5K packages. We went crazy. We done 25K in a weekend. I woke up and my phone was pinging. 20 years old. Like, I've done good numbers to sales before, but I think there's just more relief as a manager going to sleep and waking up and seeing it, and you're like, you haven't taken a call. Like, I didn't take a call. I just instilled and worked so hard on the small little things to create this piece, and that's how it worked. Now, to get to 50K a month, my goal is definitely, and what I've been speaking to the team about, and the guys, the offer owner, is going aggressive with our ecosystem, because I know we get sales from our ecosystem, so go crazy with the ecosystem. Then with the ecosystem, then we're going to start running ads. But we want to master our ecosystem email sequence. I've noticed emails work a lot with our ICP, so we're going to create a crazy email sequence to keep those people in line. So once we get those in line and then we can segment them on, we're going to put them into application funnel, which I'm creating now, like doing market research on that actually. It's so funny. Just building out all these processes. So then once we put them in there, then the next step is putting them in, segmenting them, get them on the phone, dial them, book them on calls. Or they buy a low ticket program and book straight onto the call. Then we're going to run low ticket product ads so we can save on ad spend, and then book them in on calls too. And then from that on, I think this month we'll definitely do 30K. But I think we can do 50K this month. If we do 50K this month, I'm eating. But I think it'll be interesting. But it's been tough mentally. You know, I think one thing I learned about sales management is I'm not only leading myself, but I'm leading another person, and I'm having to lead my CEO, and I have to make all these other people believe that I can get this done. But I can't allow them to believe that I can get it done if I don't believe I can get it done. And that's why I just put up the camera, like I'm in the robe, bonnet on, like I'm chill. I want these to be raw, authentic videos, because I don't want to come here and put on a fancy sheet and a shirt, because that's not who I am. You know, I'm going to sleep tonight. I'm waking up. I'm going to have to study for my exams in 2 weeks in college. But I wanted to come here and be like, it's fulfilling working towards a goal that never seemed possible. I know that God is always with you through that process. And even though things may get hard, that God is always on the right side of your shoulder, there with you through the process. And then when nobody's there and it gets tough and the nights get hard, like I'm having 2 a.m., 3 a.m. nights, and I'm waking up for my 9 a.m.s, my 10 a.m.s, my 11 a.m., trying to just balance everything, and the brain can only handle so much. But to know that it's worth it in the end, when you wake up and you see 25K deals come through the door in a weekend, that's when it's worth it. You know, when your family asks you, what do you do for a living? And you tell them, I just had a 25K day. They're like, wait, you made 2.5K? I was like, yeah, I did, yeah. That's when it's worth it. That's documenting the journey. But we'll get there. I think from this video alone, I probably have like 20 points to talk about in different types of videos. I'm like, how to train nice SOP, how to train reps, how to, you know, build out a nice management process, how to find low hanging fruit, all these things that I was able to put into this company for us to do good numbers. But like, this is a SaaS. If this was an info product like company, like a coaching program or like a trading program or something, by far, I'd definitely be doing, like, we're probably doing 100K, 200K by now, by far, no doubt about it. And I'm using one rep because I don't want to get reps on, and we're not pushing crazy. But that's documenting the journey. So hopefully, by God's grace, this month we get 50K. We'll definitely do 30K. Get 50K, then we're getting more reps on the team, and we're gonna go crazy in June. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoy me talking about this. I'm gonna document it more. I'm gonna probably do these daily, weekly. just coming here, just being raw, just talking about different things, different concepts. And yeah, thank you guys. Peace.